Hi. Thank you. Thank you for deciding to stay here with me for this long already. Whether it was a conscious decision to press play so that you could be here to do something for yourself, or whether you kind of stumbled up upon this and your curiosity is keeping you here for a little longer. Before we even begin, can we watch the next breath that comes in and perhaps dedicate that as almost a little love note of gratitude, of thanks to yourself for taking this tiny droplet of time to listen to what it is that your body, your heart, your mind, your soul might be calling for. The way it might be trying to get your attention. Deep down, we know that we're supposed to help ourselves in order to help others. But do we take that seriously? Would we like to take that seriously, but reality is there is no time, because as soon as you sit down, you're called up for something else. And no matter what you keep getting up to attend to for that other person, it's never quite enough. There's always something else that now needs doing. Yeah. It's tough. And no one really understands what you're going through but you. So these next few minutes, maybe 15, just a few more, are minutes that are waiting for you to stop and pause, maybe just take a few breaths. And perhaps if you have this time, to follow my voice on a wee journey a little bit further in towards the guidance and the love and the patience and the understanding and the compassion of your own heart. So that we can take refuge here for a few minutes. And whilst taking refuge, soak up, absorb, be saturated in the love and energy you need to keep on doing, keep on moving, keep on carrying on. So that you can care for everyone that depends on you in one way or another, to the absolute best of your ability. But essentially, caring for the person who depends on you most, who doesn't exist outwardly, but actually exists in here in this body. You. You may have noticed that when we reach out and try and lean on others, it's not quite what we might expect. Because again, perhaps they don't quite understand. They can't because they're not in your shoes. And if we take these moments to come in, we have everything we need in here. It just takes a little bit of time and curiosity and patience and love to make our way in and just to stay for a very short while. So if you're happy to join me, you might find a comfortable seat, you might find yourself lying down, perhaps bringing your wall or your back towards a wall, but supporting your body the best way it can so it feels like it doesn't have to do anything for a moment, so that your bones can get heavy. Your muscles can just be here, almost dripping off the bones. So that when the body stops, the movement of the breath becomes a little bit more noticeable. And we could even close our eyes and watch this breath as it comes in to fill the space within you somewhere. It hangs around for a while and then it gently filters through, moves up and out and away from the body. We're just noticing the next 3 breaths. Notice how the mind wants to take you away. It might believe that it has other things it needs to do, other places for you to be. And then with a smile, can you welcome it back, even if it's just to watch the next breath coming in, and then if it decides to move away from that, so be it. But this is our practice, to recognize and to smile with warmth, with a friendliness. Almost like the same encouragement we have for a little one or a wee kitten, puppy, that we are essentially training this patience to let the mind find its breath, just like we would welcome whoever it is, this little one, this puppy, this kitten, to come to us without any force or trying to scare them or disrupt or put them off in any way. You'll notice in that energy there is a gentleness, there's a patience that we may have felt was running very low or was scarce. And every time we notice the mind wandering and we welcome it back to the inhale, we start to build and gather this patience. Every breath we recognize, it's almost like another twig as we build this patient nest around the reality of what might be happening for us on the inside of this body. And we might keep our awareness on our breath, or we might come in further still and use the inhale to reach out and touch this reality. Reach out and touch the life that is present within this body. So the physical sensation, the emotion, the feelings, the thoughts, everything as it is right now, without the words or the story attached. And then bringing awareness to the exhale, there might be this courageous, loving yes. A yes that reminds us that we're here, but it's also an accepting yes. I accept this reality in all its honesty. I accept the bits that I like and I don't like. I accept the bits I'm proud of and perhaps the bits I'm not so proud of. I accept the comfort and the discomfort. And without getting too involved, maybe the yes is all we need, and it doesn't have to be spoken. It might be a silent yes, heard in the exhale. And essentially, we give ourselves permission to let this reality simply be what it is. To let our thoughts be what they are. Our emotions. This body. As we reach out every layer, the physical, the thinking, and the emotional body, as we reach out with the inhale to touch that, on the exhale, can we give ourselves permission to allow? To allow ourselves to be in this reality just for a few moments. To let it play out and express itself. And permission for this reality to be a part of us. That it belongs in these moments so that it can be recognized and set free with the yes of acceptance. And the more or the longer we stay here, using this breath of acceptance, or perhaps the breath to keep the mind close, we start to build our own anchor. We can stay steady as this reality perhaps morphs or changes slightly as each moment comes and follows. We'll come back to the breath again. With an inhale, can you feel an expansive breath? So it reaches out to every edge of the body. And as you exhale, you might just feel the body soften. As you breathe in again, we reach out. We might go beyond the walls of the body and reach even further into the space around you. And there's a softening again on the exhale, maybe even a moment to relax a little bit more. And this expansive breath creates expanse in our presence. So this attention that we are creating and staying in. You might even imagine a bubble around the body. And the breath reaching out towards this bubble that exists around you. And the outer edge of that bubble might be our presence that is of a loving and understanding kind. The same presence you pour into those who need you, who you care for, who you move mountains for, who you put before yourself time and time again. That presence. Can you feel the arrows of that presence turn in from the outer edge of this bubble in towards the heart? And as you breathe from the heart space out, can you breathe in and reach the edges of that presence? Feeling the love and the compassion and the understanding that's there. And the exhale might gently draw that energy back in to fill the heart space. So as you breathe in, this breath starts right at the center of the heart, and the heart reaches out to this loving presence. And as you exhale, almost like a funnel, this open, loving presence pours back in to fill up. And as we reach out towards the expanse of this presence, these waves of reality, rather than suck us under or wash us out or bash us against the rocks, they become small waves and big waves, but they're part of the ocean. And you are bigger than the waves. You become the ocean. These waves of reality that move through, watching them for the next minute or so. Being curious, are they big waves? Are they small waves? Where do you feel them within your ocean? And perhaps every breath now widens the ocean, creating even more space to let this reality be, to come in as it wishes, but there's room for it to peter out. You can create as much space as you need here with every breath, pushing the walls of that bubble or the outer edge of this presence even wider. And as we become the ocean, we also get to watch the wonder and the beauty of this ocean, just as we would on a normal beach, where we look at the sea, whether it's wild or calm, and see the beauty in both. We give this ocean permission to be as it is, to move with the conditions, the weather that may some days be still and calm, and the other days create this powerful force of realness, of humanness that moves through us. But with every large wave, it needs space. So that it can return to a ripple as and when it's ready, rather than bashing or destroying whatever it contains or is containing it. As we come back to the heart space, staying for as long as you need until you feel the fullness, the wholeness of this heart. Each moment of stillness, each moment of focus and attention on you and what you need, giving it even more volume. Of energy, of battery juice, of love. And we have to fill up our space first and then use the abundance around it to help fill those that can't be filled by themselves. We use this ocean as an example. Just bringing this ocean into someone else's energy field, they will feel the ripples. They'll feel its expanse. And they'll feel this permission. May you stay in this expanse. May you stay with this full heart. May you stay with this warm invitation, this warm welcome of your attention on the breath. This encouragement, this friendliness, this understanding, this compassion. In every emotion, situation, condition that creates a big wave, an angry wave, a powerful wave. May that be another step towards an awakened heart. It gives you everything you need if you choose to come in a little closer. May every wave be this invitation to come in, whether it be for as long as this or perhaps 5 breaths. But to stop, pause, close the eyes and bring attention to the breath. And then start again. I'll leave you in this peace. Whenever you wish to come back into the space around you, it might be a wiggle of the toes and the fingers, it could be a few deeper breaths. As we prepare ourselves, rather than jumping out of this hopefully peaceful space. And from the bottom of my heart to yours, I thank you so much if you're still here with me. Thank you for dedicating this time to you. May you come back whenever you need. Reach in whenever you need. From my heart to yours, namaste.